Falcons are playing the Saints in the very competitive NFC South.
Yeah, this is also an interesting game. New Orleans definitely needs this win if they want to stay alive in the playoff chances. I'm going to say they don't get it, though. I'm going to go with Atlanta.
I'm also going with Atlanta. The Saints don't have a defense. They won't be able to stop Michael the Turner Burner.
Okay.
And then Matt Ryan can just dish it out whenever he has to. So,
All right.
hopefully, though, Reggie Bush scores like 3 touchdowns. Which I'd really like that for my fantasy team.
Yeah, that wouldn't be bad.
It'd be very nice.
Not that I care.
All right,
I'm out.
NFC East battle between the Eagles and the Giants.
I'm going to go with the Giants. Although Philly did look good this week, but I'm going to go.
Well,
New
the
York.
Giants are probably are the best team in the NFL. Don't expect them to give up their home turf. They'll be looking to rattle Donovan McNabb with their 4-man rush.
You think the Giants are better than Tennessee?
Yeah.
Okay, no hesitation. All right, could be a Super Bowl matchup, maybe Tennessee, New York. Be a fun one.
Chiefs against the Broncos.
I'm gonna go with Denver. They look good this week, and I guess Kansas City looked decent this week too. They won, but Denver, they looked very impressive. So I'm gonna go with them.
Good. Well, I'm going to go against you. I'm calling an upset here. The AFC West in general has been notorious for beating itself up this year, and this game is probably not going to be an exception because the Broncos are coming back from a big win, and they're playing a very weak defensive team like themselves. I think they might get lulled into a sense of security, and Tyler Thigpen, surprise, surprise, is a very good quarterback in the NFL.
Okay.
So,
all right. So right now we have like 2 different.
yeah, something like that.
So 2 more, and I take the win.
Okay.
Take the lead over again.
Dolphins are playing the Bills.
This is a tough one to predict here. Miami 7-5, and Buffalo 6-6. That's a tough game there. This game is also in Toronto as well, according to ESPN. So,
Does it say if it's in the Rogers Center?
it just says at Toronto.
Okay. Then it's probably just a like soccer pitch or something.
They play soccer in
I don't know.
Canada.
They also they do have the NFL, the Canadian NFL teams or whatever.
Yeah, they're probably playing at the stadium that the Toronto Agronauts play at.
Just the fact that you know that is kind of scary.
You didn't know that?
Yeah. I could not name a single Canadian team.
All right. Well, I'm going to go with Buffalo, only because they have the less traveling to do, I guess.
Yeah, I'm going to go with the Dolphins. Good defense is going to be the more consistent factor here. Trent Edwards has not been consistent the second half of the season, and he's the reason that they lost their game last week against the 49ers. So look for the Dolphins to keep improving themselves and keep making a push for a playoff spot.
Can't blame a loss on one person.
John, he's quarterback. He touches the ball every play.
So does the center.
I blame the center then, too.
Quarterback doesn't necessarily touch it every play.
Yes, he does.
No, what about a direct snap?
They don't do direct snaps in Buffalo.
How do you know?
They don't do it.
What about when they snap it to the punter? Then I guess the center isn't in, the long snapper isn't.
Yeah. That's not considered an offensive play.
Why not? They have the football. What if they fake it? Anyway.
Alright, Jets are playing the 49ers.
I like the Jets in this one. They let me down last week, but I think they'll get it done.
I'm going with the Jets as well. 49ers, it's a nice win for them last week, but this is an opponent that whose offensive might is far superior to what the Bills is. So expect kind of a blowout. I'm kind of expecting a blowout here. Not gonna lie. Patriots are playing the Seahawks.
I have to go with New England in this one.
Yeah, I do too. The Seahawks are just. I mean, they got Matt Hasselbeck back, and at least they're semi-competitive now. But not having a defense kind of doesn't help.
Yeah, that's not good. Kind of need a defense.
Yep. Rams are playing the Cardinals.
I'm going to go with Arizona. St. Louis is 2-10, 1-5 away from St. Louis, and Arizona is 4-1 at home.
So they have half their wins on the road.
Yes.
Okay.
Arizona, they're 4-1 at home. So.
Okay. Yeah, I'm going with the
impressive.
Cardinals as well. The Rams have just pretty much folded up the last 3 weeks. So, no defense again. Very little offense. Cardinals probably put up about 35 first half.
All right. Next 3 games look like good ones.
Yeah.
Go ahead.
Cowboys at the Steelers.
Here's a tough one here. Dallas 8-4, 3-3 away, and Pittsburgh 9-3 and 4-2 at home. So pretty much anything can happen here. I'm going to go with Pittsburgh because even though Dallas gets Pac-Man back, I don't think he'll be that much of a factor. I'm going to go with Pittsburgh.
Yeah, I'm going with the Steelers. They're looking very productive and very efficient on offense, and their defense has just been a rock the month of November, and I don't think that's going to change with the shift to December. So,
Okay.
Redskins are playing the Ravens.
This should be another good one. Something's got to give here as Washington is 4-1 away from Washington, and Baltimore is 4-1 in Baltimore. So, I'd assume that these two would be pretty big rivals. They're pretty close. 15 miles or so apart.
Something like that.
So, I'm going to go with Washington. I'm going to go with Washington on this one.
Okay. I'm going to go with the Ravens. I say Joe Flacco keeps that the Ravens offense rolling. And then their backfield committee of McGahee, McClellan, and Rice will be able to take some pressure off of them. And then their defense is just going to be solid as ever. So,
Okay.
see what happens. The Buccaneers are playing the Panthers Sunday night. This is it's Monday night. That's going to be a supremacy game for the NFC South.
Okay, I'm going to go with Carolina. They're 6-0 at home. And, Tampa's 3 losses, they all came from away games. So, on a hunch there, I'm going to go with Carolina.
All right, I will go with the Bucs. Their defense has improved the last couple of weeks. Their offense has been very consistent and very efficient as well. The Panthers' offense has been very inconsistent. They've had explosions the last 2 weeks, but they also had 2 duds the weeks before. So it depends on which Jake Delhomme shows up. Because if it's the one that's going to toss 4 interceptions, they're not going to win. So.
Yeah. Yeah, Jake Delhomme is the key there. And if he plays good, and I think he will this week, I think Carolina gets it done.